Hello everybody, and welcome back to another DM's Guild review. We're going to be going over 5 more adventures for your table, and if you like any of these adventures, make sure to leave it in the comments, and if you've played them before, leave it down there too. With our first short adventure, that's going to be Cabbagey Commotion by Giel Vervuurt, a level for 1st or 2nd level adventurers. In the quaint town, isolated Thorpe of Moorfields, there exists a peaceful coexistence between the wheat, barley, and cabbage farms tended by the solitary minotaur Karatuk. This harmony, however, was not to last. One fateful day, as Karatuk labored away in the fields, a band of goblins ambushed him, leaving him bound in his farmhouse by magical rope bonds. Word of Karatuk's predicament reached a group of daring adventurers, who accepted the challenge to rescue the minotaur and retrieve at least one captured cart. As they embarked on their quest, the path to Moorfields was fraught with peril and opportunity. They encountered escaped horses that could be tamed with some skillful animal handling checks, a family of farmers besieged by wolves, and even goblin deserters lying in wait to ambush the unwary. Upon reaching Moorfields, the adventurers discovered that the once thriving community of farmhouses now stood quiet and abandoned. They found Karatuk bound with an enchanted orange fey binding and tied down in one of the homes. The adventurers released the minotaur from his magical constraints and pressed on, determined to recover the captured carts. The first cart they encountered was filled with wheat and driven by a timid hobgoblin with a tall green beard. They also discovered 2 goblins hiding amongst the wheat, Dijabs and Kikaneves, each with unique quirks, and a lantern of revealing dangling from the cart's front. Moist, a goblin with an odd combination of orange and yellow hues, was in charge of the second cart, which contained cabbages. Atop the cart, Captain Syrup and her small dragon-like companion, Bolus, enjoyed a sweet licorice root tea. A mysterious ghost lantern swayed gently at the front of this cart. The climax of their journey, the adventurers found themselves face to face with Eclair, a tall white herringon adorned with jet black mascara and brandishing a pearly white rapier. Standing defiantly before 4 carts near the cliffside, he commanded the goblins to pour the cart's contents into the river. The river led to a heart-shaped lake with a portal to the Feywild opening just before it. Seeing the adventurers' determination, Eclair offered a compromise: 1 cart of cabbages in exchange for their departure. However, negotiations quickly turned hostile and a fierce battle ensued. As the conflict unfolded, goblins attempted to empty the carts into the river. At the same time, Eclair wielded his amulet to create a spear of Fey magic, triggering surges that affected those casting spells within its radius. The battle was fierce, but the adventurers persevered. They recovered at least 1 cart and brought it back to Karatuk. Grateful for their help, the Minotaur bestowed upon them his bronze horn protectors, a valuable treasure that could bestow great strength upon the wearer. Thus, the tale of the Cabbagy Commotion reached its thrilling conclusion, with the heroes having saved Karatuk and secured those precious carts. I really like 1st level adventures because they try to make something epic out of what truthfully seems like side quests, and I like the hilarity of it all. And if you guys like that one too, leave it down in the comments. Moving right on to our 2nd adventure. That's going to be Through the Mushroom Forest by William Randall. An intermediate adventure, so I'm going to guess 3rd to maybe even 6th to 7th level. In the shadow of the fading sun, an air of mystery enveloped the quiet community of Rutgard Valley. It was here that a group of adventurers found themselves in the presence of Sir Geralt, a wealthy and dangerous spymaster. With a sly grin and a gleam in his eye, he set before them a daunting task: to steal the Jewel of Athamos, a gemstone that had brought only bloodshed and chaos to the once peaceful valley. The adventurers set out on their perilous journey, bound together by fate and destiny. Their path led through the Mushroom Forest, a place of untold wonders and hidden dangers. The forest was alive with trickery and illusion. Its air was thick with the whispers of ancient secrets. The adventurers pressed onward, skillfully evading traps, sentries, and illusions, guided by their determination to reach Athamos Tower. Upon entering the tower, the group discovered a magical hatch that concealed a staircase leading to the top. They braved the treacherous ascent, dodging bouncing boulders and using their wits to solve riddles that stood between them and their goal. At long last, they emerged onto the tower's roof, where a giant white tree stretched toward the heavens. Its limbs offered a promise of escape, and the adventurers took to the skies, gliding on its branches to safety. Below, the decaying forest awaited them, its eerie silence broke only by the chatter of curious plant-like creatures called Vegapygmy and the rustling of dangerous mushrooms. Undaunted, the group navigated the treacherous terrain, forging a path to Swamp Lake. A rope bridge spanned the murky waters, and with each careful step, they faced challenges, such as a fearsome shambling mound and treacherous vines that sought to entangle them. Once across the lake, they came face to face with a ruby golem, the true owner of the ruby arm they had been sent to steal. The adventurers were faced with a difficult choice: to continue their quest or to return the arm to the golem. Recognized the potential for a powerful ally, they opted for the latter, returning the golem's arm and earning the golem's gratitude and protection against Sir Geralt's wrath. Their journey brought them back to the town of Rutgard, where the final confrontation with Sir Geralt loomed. The air was thick with tension as they met him, either with the dimly lit confines of a tavern or in the open streets under the watchful gaze of the townfolk. The outcome rested in their hands, and through their courage, the adventure in the Mushroom Forest came to a close. It's got a varying ending, so you guys can totally pick which one you're going to go with, but I always side with the monsters for some reason. So we're going to get ourselves a Ruby Golem and keep him in the backseat. But after that, let's move on to adventure number 3 is The Dungeon of Access by Richard Kirke, a 6th level adventure. In a world of magic and mystery, a group of adventurers traveled along the Palookaville Road, seeking the fabled Dungeon of Access. As they journeyed, a fenced compound appeared, its tall barrier guarding a cave entrance marked with tantalizing promise: enter here to gain access to Camber Sands and join the Church of Equinox. All of your desires will be given upon to you. Undeterred by the message's exclusion of long-haired freaky people need not apply, the adventurers scaled the fence and ventured into the cave. The air grew colder as they descended into the dark, winding staircase, and they soon found themselves in a dimly lit stone chamber. The only illumination source was a glowing red gem atop a plinth, which captured their curiosity. As the last member crossed the threshold, the entrance sealed itself behind them, trapping the adventurers within the claustrophobic confines of the room. Upon closer inspection, they discovered inscriptions in Undercommon on the side of the pillar, which read, "Welcome to the Room of Patience and Courage." With trepidation, one of the adventurers touched the gem. Instantly, it began to pulse with a bright green light as a countdown appeared above the arched doorway. As the numbers decreased, the light shifted from green, yellow, then orange, and finally red. The room began to rumble and shake, filling the adventurers with dread. Resisting the urge to touch the gem and reset the countdown, the adventurers allowed it to reach 0. The rumbling ceased, and the door, all the way at the end of the room, silently opened, revealing a torchlit corridor behind. They stepped through the archway, eager to face their next challenge. In the following chamber, the adventurers encountered a puzzle guarded by 2 mismatched sentinels. Fat Boy, a squat dwarf, and Slim, a slender elf. The guardians informed them of the challenge, stating that only one could tell the truth, while the other could only lie. The adventurers had to ask questions and choose a door behind which either progress or lay doom. However, Fat Boy the dwarf misunderstood the premise and answered with absurd, obvious lies. The adventurers quickly deduced the correct door and proceeded to the next chamber. There, they beheld a creature that claimed to be a sphinx, demanding they answer its riddle or perish. The creature, however, was not a sphinx, but a manticore, wearing a crude papier-mâché mask. Through their sharp sense and knowledge, the adventurers saw through the deception. Nevertheless, they indulged the creature and prepared to solve the riddle. The manticore posed the age-old riddle: what has 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 in the evening? The adventurers, no stranger to ancient conundrums, easily provided the correct answer: a man. The manticore, furious that they had solved the riddle, accused the adventurers of cheating and attacked. In a ferocious battle, the manticore targeted the adventurers at random, raining deadly tail spikes upon them before following up with vicious bites and claw strikes. The adventurers, however, were undaunted, their mighty blows and cunning spells slowly wearing down the fierce creature. Finally, the manticore succumbed to its wounds, and the adventurers emerged victorious. Beyond the fallen beast, a wooden door revealed a staircase leading to the sunlight, marking the end of the perilous dungeon of access. The adventurers ascended, their hearts filled with triumph and anticipation for the next chapter in an epic tale. So that one was really fun. If you guys are reading this PDF as the Dungeon Master, you're going to realize that there's a lot of extra toss-away jokes that you can include, and a lot of the names are pretty funny too. So I really like this one. It's very punny and fantastic. And our next story coming up is going to be The Purging Flames by Kristjan Matthiasson. It's a story for 4th level characters. In a quiet village nestled between the mountains, a sinister force began to stir. The people of Mud Creek had long enjoyed a life of peace and prosperity, but whispers of darkness lurking in the shadows sent shivers down their spines. It was time to gather a group of brave adventurers, for the fate of the valley rested in their hands. The heroes embarked on a harrowing journey, a journey that would lead them into the very heart of danger, the Purging Flames. The quest began with an ominous vision from Flail, the high priestess of the village. She foresaw a great evil that threatened to envelop Mud Creek and its inhabitants. A powerful sorcerer named Sareth sought an ancient artifact, the Orb of Kairos, which had the ability to raise the dead and bend them to his will. The brave heroes were entrusted with the task of locating and destroying the orb, preventing the dark sorcerer from seizing control. The adventurers' journey led them deep into the heart of the mountains, to a network of treacherous caverns filled with untold dangers. As they delved deeper, they faced the relentless heat and the unmistakable scent of sulfur. Growing stronger with each step, the first cavern revealed itself, where a swarm of steam mephits ambushed them. The battle was fierce, but the heroes emerged victorious, finding valuable stones as a reward for their efforts. Continuing their descent into the depths of the mountain, the heroes encountered a second cavern, filled with steam and a dim, eerie glow. Here they battled a trio of fierce fire snakes, which guarded the entrance to yet another tunnel. The heroes pressed on, undeterred by the growing heat and the treacherous terrain ahead. In the third cavern, they came face to face with a fearsome adversary, Phyrexis, a young dragon coerced by Sareth to claim the orb. Phyrexis, however, had no intentions of serving the sorcerer and sought to deceive him. The dragon struck a bargain with the heroes, promising to let them pass unharmed if they destroyed the orb. After much deliberation, the adventurers agreed. The heroes ventured further into the depths, battling magma mephits and discovering more treasure along the way. They eventually reached the fifth cavern. A ghastly sight filled the air. Charred bones of various sizes and the remnants of Phyrexis' feast. Though unnerving, the heroes pressed on, undaunted by the grisly scene. In the sixth cavern, the dwelling of Phyrexis himself was where the heroes faced the ultimate challenge. The dragon, now furious and unbound by any pretense, unleashed his full wrath upon the adventurers. They defeated the mighty beast and claimed its hoard of treasure. With the dragon vanquished, the heroes returned to the surface, where they recounted their tale to Flail. The people of Mud Creek rejoiced, and the mayor bestowed upon them the title Defenders of the Realm, along with a signet ring and various other rewards. The heroes had saved the village and the surrounding valley from the sinister sorcerer and his dark ambitions. So that was a really fun adventure, and for all of these adventures, never trust anyone, right? Oh, geez. I just noticed that my hair keeps getting cut off, and so do my hands. So if you guys got a solution for that, let me know. But going right into the very last adventure of the day, A Flail Snail Tale by Austen Oatman. A 5th level adventure. Deep within the bowels of the earth, where darkness rises and whispers of ancient secrets echo through the caverns, a tale of friendship, bravery, and adventure unfolds. In this gloomy realm where light is a scarce commodity and danger lurks around every corner, an unlikely alliance forms between a courageous group of adventurers and a determined deep gnome named Raedra. Raedra, a skilled collector of the rare and magical flail snail glass, has spent years perfecting her craft. Her expertise has earned her the respect and admiration of those who knew her work. Her prized companion, Gari, the flail snail, is not only a source of the precious material she collects, but also a dear, dear friend. They share a bond that transcends the darkness of their surroundings, a bond that faces its greatest challenge yet. The earth trembles beneath their feet, shaking the very foundation of their world. The subterranean tremors unleashed a monstrous umber hulk upon Gari, Raedra's beloved friend and the source of her livelihood. Desperate to save Gari from the vicious creature, Raedra seeks the aid of a group of adventurers who happen to be passing through these treacherous caverns. Our tale begins as the adventurers enter a cave system filled with natural beauty, from the sparkling crystal formations to the ethereal prismatic glass. The deep gnome, who is in great need, guides them through the cave until they reach a tunnel with a stalactite-filled ceiling. Unbeknownst to them, the stalactite conceals a group of dark mantles waiting to ambush unsuspecting prey. As they tread carefully through the tunnel, the dark mantles drop from their hiding places, attempting to crush the adventurers beneath their stony mass. The ensuing battle is fierce, and the adventurers emerge victorious. With the danger averted, they continue deeper into the caverns and discovered Raedra's workshop. Small, dimly lit space is filled with alchemical supplies and tools, hinting at the intricate work within its wall. A locked chest stands nearby containing a fortune in platinum bars and valuable potions, a testament to Raedra's hard-earned success. The adventurers press on, entering the Glimmervein Glass Ranch, a vast cavern where Gari resides. The chamber's floor is polished smooth, reflecting the multicolored crystals that lay scattered about. The beautiful prismatic glass paths lead them to Gari, who hides within his iridescent blue shell next to the large boulder containing a geode of violet quartz crystals. The tension in the air is palpable as the adventurers approach the frightened flail snail. Aware of the lurking danger in the shadows, the umber hulk lies in wait, hungry and determined to capture its elusive prey. With a thunderous roar, the beast bursts forth, its terrifying gaze focused on the intruders and its meal. The battle that ensues is one for the ages, and the adventurers fight with every ounce of their strength and cunning to protect Gari from the monstrous umber hulk. The cavern reverberates with the sound of clashing steel, the roar of the beast, and the echoes of the adventurers' battle cries. In the end, the heroes stand victorious, the umber hulk defeated and Gari saved. Having accomplished the mission, the adventurers return to Raedra, who is overjoyed to see her dear friend. Grateful for their bravery and assistance, Raedra rewards the adventurers with platinum bars and gold pieces. She also offers them connections to merchants and nobles on the surface, ensuring that their heroic deeds will not go unnoticed. And I really like that one too. Not a lot of things happen in the Underdark, and the stuff in between the surface world and the Underdark should be explored more. That's a very interesting economic breakdown. And if you guys haven't done anything with the Underdark, here's your chance. But that's going to be it for me today, everybody. If you like those adventures, leave it down in the comments, and I cannot wait to hear from you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later.